Hey, I'm Teddyha and welcome to this 40k battle report. This will be episode 1. We are playing Necrons versus Mad Max Orks, 2000 points. And here are my Necrons. From right to left I have my first detachment with my Warlord, the Destroyer Lord, and 2x3 destroyers and 3 raids, and my transport Scythe. Then in the second detachment in the middle I have my command barge. With Teslas, I have a Deceiver, Catan Deceiver, and 2 Triarch Stalkers. On the left, I have a Command Barge, and I have my 2 Canoptic Spiders, and I have my Transcendent Catan. Now let's look at the Orks. As you can see, they have a lot of trucks and a lot of infantry, some bikes. They have 2 boogie scout car units. They have this big thing, I can't remember what it's called, but it was very nice, but died fast. Not to spoil too much. Yeah, and the scouting boogies here. Then they had this other big car, war boogie, something like that. I can't remember. It's not a truck though. Yeah, and then a close up at some of the trucks here, and especially this one, the Mad Max car. I like that one a lot. Yeah, and they will have a Psyker and a War Boss. They're one big battalion. Yeah, and this is just in here for the nice detail. I like that one. So let's go on to Ork deployment. They have placed on the left side of the board here, they have the 2 big cars on the right side, their right side, and they have the truck with their war boss in the middle between those 2, and then the car with the Psycho on the other side, as far as I remember, and then trucks and bikes through the deployment. So onto the reinforcements and what's inside the transports for the Orks. They have their warboss in one, the Psycho in one, and 4 trucks with infantry squads, and then the 3 boogies in 2 different units. So in Necron deployment I did the opposite of the Orks. I didn't throw all I had in all over the place because I didn't have very much. So command barges, stalkers, transcend, Catan, and raids in the middle, and then on the far right I placed my Deceiver Catan and my Destroyer Lord, my destroyers, and my flyer, because I wanted to do some shenanigans. So my Necron Deceiver move and Ork turn 1. I moved my Deceiver and 2 units into the middle. I only rolled 2 on my D3, and so I was a bit bare. And the Orks, as you can see, just moved up. The trucks up the middle and the bikes here on the right flank. So I feel a bit pressured here under pressure here on my right flank, but that's my own fault. So going into Necron turn 1, I have to do some reactions now. I do try to get some shooting on the right side here to put a little bit of pressure, trying to make the charge as farther as possible, but I really fear both that one truck with the infantry and so on. Here I put my Wraiths up just above the Relic. The Relic is a little Lego man. And then my destroyers up behind it. My destroyer unit on the right actually has claimed the Relic now. And then I initiate shooting and do pretty well. I remove some trucks. My Deceivers in the movement phase had put a lot of mortal wounds on some of them, so that was quite well. In Orks turn 2, they pretty much do 2 things. They totally swarm my Lord, which I had expected, and then they charge into the rest of my raids and kill a lot of them. So that was a bit sad. Yeah. So then we go to Necron's turn 2. In Necron's turn 2, I hope to get my Lord back. He died in the previous turn. I tried to get him back on my stratagem, but I couldn't. So that was sad. I moved back my destroyers with the relic and the others to screen it from the oncoming orcs. And oh, that's blurry. I'm sorry about that. That's just to show how I'm trying to consolidate on the middle and getting some shots in on my right side to thin out everything over there. So preparing my command barges and my spiders for some charging later on. Yep. And then I start my counter charging phase, and I do that by starting with my deceiver and here. So you can see here my Catan Transcendent goes into the infantry, my barge and my spiders into the bikes, and my deceiver into one of the flamer trucks, scouting trucks. Yeah. So that was the charging phase. I got in on the left here with my deceiver. I think that's very important. Just fighting all over the board. So that's pretty good. On the right I kill almost all the bikes, so my barge actually ends up not being out of combat. I have shots, I can take shots next turn in here. My Wraith died to the Orks over there in the middle, but he took a couple with him out. Yeah, and only the spider is in combat over there on the right side. And here, oh yeah, and my Catan Transcendent killed the infantry and moved a little bit around. I'm ready to shoot my stalkers at the trucks down there. Yeah, and this is just a shot of the flyer over my stalkers. Yeah, I did a couple of wounds on the flamers over here, and the picture of how it ended up with 2 bikes still at my stalker, command barge and Transcendent free, and yeah, how I'm trying to get the relic out. And now to Ork turn 3, where it's going to bet everything to get the relic from my destroyers in the middle. So his scout cars on the left with flamers, they bail out of the combat and move to there. So his infantry are moving up, trying to get into charge range of the destroyer down there. And over here his trucks are moving up through my lines. And as you can see in the shooting phase, he gets a lot of wounds off, so I only have 1 destroyer with 1 wound left holding the relic, and his infantry is ready to charge. So he do that. I take out 1 or 2 in defensive fire, but that's it. But he claims the relic, and his scout cars are positioned close, and he's trying to get his psyker out and doing something with that, but it doesn't get off. And here on the right, his bikes fluff entirely, so I have my spider left with 1 wound. So let's go to Necron turn 3 and see if I can recapture the relic. He is right in the center of my lines. So I'm trying to move a little bit around. My deceiver gets into the middle again to hit his Siger, and everything is just going to the middle. My command barges and everything, I'm trying to center it, so I only have my Canoptic Spider on the right tied to his his bikes, it's called. So I'm trying to put in as many shots as I can to everything else than the infantry in the middle, and then I'm just moving my deceiver up to hit his Siger on the hill here, and my charges goes off, so I tie up the scout on the left, I tie up the middle with a command barge and 3 destroyers, and my other command barge, my Transcendent Deceiver, and Stalker goes into the unit of 3, and my spider is still trying to hold up the bikes over there. So everything gets in. So I kill the Siger, I kill scout on the right, I kill all the infantry, and I take up a couple of wounds from the car with the flamers on the left. Yeah, and then the Orks just in their turn 4 starts to reclaim as much as they can, so they move up. They only have the Warlord left, and I'm trying to I hope he can get down there. He's in the truck up there. He puts off some shots, but he really doesn't do anything in this turn. So on to Necron turn 4. Yeah, so all I really do is that I try to consolidate on my right flank so he can't get away with these trucks. My destroyers move behind the Stalker to get some kind of protection from other charges. Yeah, and this is the combat still with the 2 trucks, the boogies. Yeah, my Deceiver is getting ready to attack the truck here. He hits it with his movement shenanigan, so that's nice. Over here I prepared the charge on the flamer in the cover, and then on the big thing. Yeah, this is just a picture of how I'm trying to cover. Yeah, and I get both charges here, both into the boogie and into the big war boss thing. My Deceiver gets into the truck with the Ork Warlord, and then my Deceiver actually kills the bus transport thing, and the Warlord gets out, but I can't fight him. I kill the flamer thing, the flamer scout, and get into the big bus too. I kill off all the boogies on the right side, and yeah, so I'm feeling pretty secure here with my destroyers down here. He has 1 truck on the far right still, but there's nothing in it. So on to Ork turn 5. In Ork turn 5, he gets in a truck to this battle. He gives me every wound but 1 with his Warlord. I intervene and I kill the Warlord, and then the truck kills my Catan. He flee with his big bus thingy, and the truck on the right backs a bit up, and that's pretty much it for Ork turn 5. So on to Necron's turn 5. This could be the last turn, and now he has nothing to take the objective, so he can only play for a draw. So I go for the big thing on the left because that's the only thing that can really hurt me. My flyer up here tries to target some trucks, and on the right I put 1 Stalker and my command barge over to try to eliminate the truck on the right. So yeah, I get the truck in the middle with my flyer and my Catan, but 1 truck up there survived. On the right side, this truck survived, and this truck survived, this bus thingy survived, but I get in my Stalker and my command barge trying to kill it. And this is the table at the end of the game. We only went for the 5 turns. So thoughts after the battle. I think I feared the Mad Max blob a little more than I should have. I tried to play aggressive because I think that was my only chance, because I had a lot of elite units against his hordes. I could perhaps have done it a little bit more aggressive, and with the one exception that I should have conserved my Warlord a bit better. But yeah, that was a gamble, and I lost that one. But I won the game, so all in all I am pretty happy with this, and we had a great game. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the future.